Hello, and welcome to Sunday's Intention. So today is a good day. Sunday is about the crown chakra. And so crown chakra being at the top of the center of your head, theoretically being the portal for your higher self, your complete soul, to be connected with the higher wisdom of the universe, the collective, what have you. This is a good time while we do tonight's intention to look inwards, to see truth, naked truth, so we can make clear choices. So we're going to take an inwards journey right now. And so if you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed, that would be great. Comfortable, and go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. So take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All of your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. You can do without them for about half an hour or so, you'll be fine. And for the next breath, I'd like you to fill your belly up full. So the bottom of the abdomen first, and then the upper abdomen, where you would expand your lower rib cage out towards the back. You want to fill up with a full breath of life. And then this time when you exhale, I'd like you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus on breathing light directly into your heart and then exhaling light directly from our hearts. Good. And now we're going to put our focus on the body and make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey of intention. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are a most wonderful gift, most loyal servant we could ask for. They want to do our bidding. Sometimes we need to ask. So we'll do that right now. And then if you could feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, allowing it to curl around with the roots of the forest, and then circle back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And then we move on to our ankles and our shins and our calves and our knees. And just relax. Every body part that we pass through is going to return to its natural blueprint of perfection that we began with. Allow everything to return to its natural, healthy state of balance. So pain is vanished. There's no inflammation. You're healed and whole. Move up to your upper legs, your buttock, your pelvic area, your hips. Now feel everything loosen. Then we move on to the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Feel everything soften. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we're going to move our attention up to the skin of our scalp. Sometimes this is a place where tension tends to hide. So we're going to release anything that we find there, almost as if our ears could wiggle. And then we move to the jaw and we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then we can feel all of our facial muscles relax, melting into a perfect pool of relaxation. And we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a seat on the couch and just chillax for now, while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want the mind to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Usually they're going so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us slow down our thoughts and observe, witness them, but let them go on their way. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see the sun as the element of fire as well. Fire is a wonderful element as it burns up anything that is no longer serving us, allowing us to be reborn from the purified ashes. And then we ask the element of water to help us. And you can see this as maybe standing in a gentle flowing river. You can feel the pull of the current pulling away anything that no longer serves you, any negativity, any patterns. And water is also an excellent element for helping us deal with this because it naturally retains memory. And then we ask the element of air to help us, and we allow the breezes or the winds to blow past us. And what they are taking away on their currents is our stories, all the stories, all our ego stuff, leaving us with only purified truth. And finally, we ask the element of earth with its magnetic qualities to draw to it any final burdens we're carrying, anything that we can let go of for our greatest good. And trust that the earth will hold these things to it, transform them, and allow them to be reborn as the seeds of new life. Now, sometimes, most of the time, our thoughts will kind of snag us up and carry us away on these wild rides. So anytime you find yourself on a tangent somewhere that a thought is taking you, as soon as you realize it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what we're doing. Sometimes it's just the practice of bringing ourselves back. Eventually, we will have more time where we're staying in the peace of the present moment, not being drawn away. Now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. And I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as you touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. But right now, I'd like you to realize that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception now from our usual, typical physical bodies to our energetic or light bodies. So I want you to look down at your hands now inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to envision this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself now to float up and merge with this flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And you don't need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. It's very common. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we bring into the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start with talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I am feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then encircle your entire community, and then extend it out to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending that energy out. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is at this moment, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now envision yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? And I'd like you to see this as already happened. It is done. So say we all. I see all the amazing imaginations and intellects pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this incredible existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. Picture us all out at a beautiful outdoors music festival where everybody is rejoicing, celebrating this life. Feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. Again, so beautiful. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are, this high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. Even systems that may govern us in this reality are designed to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I am sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to transform in the atmosphere above us into the higher frequency resonances that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm I'm sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. It's brilliant. It's such an easy atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're having a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk with your dog in the serenity of the forest, or you've just created something magnificent in your kitchen or at work, or you're out having a laugh with your friends, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd like you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty surrounding you, all the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality that you've just created. And I'd just like to connect with a little bit of gratitude now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back all the way to the source, that fountain that constantly replenishes us with energy and light and healing and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take this wonderful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then we're going to exhale and release and share that with the world. Here we go. Build it up and release. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can feel those concentric rings of energy just leaving and encircling the globe, causing all the other like energies out there to light up in response, creating a sum greater than its parts, blanketing the entire world in this beautiful reality of peace and love, prosperity, health. And now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. And maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. And then when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that eventually we can just do it on demand at a moment's notice. And eventually we won't even have to put effort into it. We'll just become natural walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you so much for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded. It all works, it's all good. So play with this. If you're starting to do some of these intentions, you got a handle on the whole thing, you can call it up. Try doing these single conscious breaths anytime you get a second and remember to, and you're brushing your teeth, you're cooking supper, you're standing in line, maybe just before you go to dreamland at night. And just notice over the next course of the next few days, weeks, however you want to practice this, what kind of shifts you might be experiencing in your life. And I'll say goodnight for now, and we'll see you tomorrow for our next intention.